What's the reason behind the Bryan Mbeumo's stalling? What is it not over the line? We had Ben Jacobs saying medical book this week. We have multiple reports, but nothing is really happening. As it stands today, ladies and gentlemen, there are three key players that are holding back Manchester United for the transfer moves. There is no other than, if we sort of look at it from another angle, there is these players, Marcus Rashford, Garnacho and Jadon Sancho holds the key in Manchester United future transfers. Getting them off the door eliminates everything. It clears out the picture, and stick around because this is the topic what we're going to talk today in today's Transfer Bomber with Mick Ruby, of course, MEFC Realist TV. Do me a massive favor. Do not forget to... All right, and let's ride this transfer bullet. Send it.
Garnacho!
Has the Premier League ever been more challenging?
Will you be in the dugout at Old Trafford on Sunday? I will be here. Definitely.
Okay, let's go.
Good morning, people, and welcome to the day of recording the Daily Transfer Bomber with Mick Ruby. Trying to run things up in 10 minutes as per usual on your morning show. I know that everyone is looking at the man of the hour over there. Bryan Mbeumo is getting grey hair and talks are ongoing according to Fabrizio Romano. There is no third bid. It's pretty much Manchester United standing the ground in terms of the evaluation versus Brentford. Brentford are being a little bit of a stubborn, like a mule trying to, you're trying to kick a mule to run, but they would not do it at the end of the day. On the other hand, Man United is being box clever to say, look, we're going to wait it out. We're not in a rush. This is our prime target. But however, it looks like behind the scenes, according to reports, that Brentford are raising the bar, looking at what, Newcastle getting 55 million for Antonio Langa, which is definitely Manchester United will receive about 9 to 10 million of, and therefore they want to say, well, you just got 10 million for Antonio Langa, you can pay us a little bit more. I keep saying that, if you're going to negotiate with bees, you're going to get stung, but if you want their honey, you have to cash up the money. Simple as that. If you're going to be sort of a little bit of a humoristic about it. But Brentford is being stubborn, like they're being the bees. Brentford are the bees. And of course, if you want their honey, which is the price, Mbeumo, you got to pay the money. Simple as that. And then they do other benchmarks to say, well, look at this player. He went for this much, 60 million. So we keep hearing that they want 60 million up front and the like small add-ons, right? But at the end of the day, Man United are quite adamant. There is no third bid coming in. It is pretty much Man United holding the ground. Will they raise it from 55 plus add-ons to 60 with no add-ons? Well, it's left to be seen. But in that case, ladies and gentlemen, there are three players. And one in particular is Jadon Sancho that's holding this key saga. Let me explain. Sancho, his exit most likely will unlock Mbeumo deal, as we are eliminate his wages and we do get money. We did get 5 million in return for Chelsea, but 25 million getting him off the wage book. It is most likely to raise the bar to get Mbeumo over the line. Rashford and Garnacho, well, both are pretty much on homegrown talent, meaning pure profit. Their sales could fund the striker, the midfielder, and possible a goalkeeper. Sales are the main priority this window. And by the way, this gentleman there, Garnacho, where he's going to go. He was told by Ruben Amorim, like, you better pray to find another club. Nobody really knows where Garnacho is going to go. He rejected to go to Napoli. He doesn't want to go. He wants to stay in the Premier League. He's got no sense of loyalty, but there's no returning back for them. Newcastle agreeing a deal for Elanga. And sorry, here comes my cat, wants to be part of the transfer window, which is catastrophe in a way. Newcastle agreeing to sign Elanga adds bonus fee to Manchester United. Sancho, on the other hand, exclusively what we have a bomber coming out soon with myself and Alfredo Produla, edging closer to become a Juventus player. Now, this is key moments. This is the key moments for Man United, as the priority is to get the players out the door. I know that a lot of fans are getting impatient. I say we can't sell players, but if you really look at it from a retrospective, this is what we always wanted as fans. to get rid of toxic players that don't belong there. I'm talking about Rashford, the freedom fighters, Sancho, players that are on high wages, Anthony. I mean, Anthony's not really a problem. And Garnacho. Again, Garnacho and Rashford only alone, well, since they are pure profit on FFP, means the Man United can go and get a midfielder, striker, and potential goalkeeper. Now, let me know in the comment section below, because for me, Sancho out of the door is the evil necessary that we didn't expect it. Like, Chelsea took him and did some smart things. I mean, we get conned by Chelsea all the time by Todd Bowley. They took him on a loan with an obligation to buy, but they managed to put in a clause to say, well, if we don't want him, we'll simply pay a 5 million. So Man United have already received a £5 million fee. We are demanding 25 for Juventus. And apparently what we're hearing now, that Juventus have proposed a €6 million fee to Jadon Sancho, and potentially Jadon Sancho said yes, he wants, but they are still negotiating to bump up that salary even further. Guys, let me know in the comments below, what do you think? There's nothing really to talk about other than what is Manchester United doing? Where are we going with the striker position? We heard that Fabrizio Romano was saying that Rasmus Højlund wants to stay, and immediately begs the question with me, are we seriously, Man United, going to post picture players coming back to training with only one signing? I don't think so. Again, this window is to get sales out to invest further into the squad, and this is going to take some time. 100%. Now, is it so bad if Rasmus Højlund stays? If we don't, I mean, I can understand, like, we don't sell the striker, loan him up if we don't have a striker. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, we got to play it safe. And I, including everyone else, saw that Rasmus Højlund had a really bad season last season. It was horrendous the past couple of 3 months as well. But would it be a different story now if, for instance, Højlund gets a third chance at Manchester United? If we add on Mbeumo, if we add on Cunha, if we add on creativity, if we actually add service to the striker, will we see a different Rasmus Højlund, what we saw in the first season? That begs the question. I'll let you be the judge and jury and let me know in the comments below. Other than that, there's nothing really more to talk about other than we are still haggling to get Mbeumo over the line. Will it be this week? Nobody really knows. Nobody really knows out there in the media, not even Fabrizio Romano. He said the deal is still on. Not even Olsen. Nobody really knows. It's closed deal, shop, done deal. There might be that Man United and Brentford might have agreed, but United are stalling a little bit to see what is going on with Jadon Sancho. Apparently, Jadon Sancho this week to Juventus might be a here we go. That is music to my ears. That has been me trying to wrap things up under 10 minutes. I know we have 2 minutes left, but I'll leave this transfer story to you. Have a think about it. Leave your comments in the comment section. And don't forget to like and subscribe. And that's about it, what I have to say today. And hopefully I made sense of your transfer day. Like and subscribe, and see you to the next time. Glory, glory, Manchester United. Goodbye.